Tonight, the disappearance of Shane Sprenger is still a mystery. The Vitaman vanished more than 3 months ago in East Lane County, and no sign of him since that day. KVAL's Olivia Young retraced his steps from the day he went missing. She spoke to his family and investigators to get the facts in his case.
In fall of 2020, Shane Sprenger's Blue River home burnt to the ground in the Holiday Farm fire. He had plans to rebuild it, but he never got that chance. Following the loss of his home, the 47-year-old was living in a fifth wheel in Vida. Family describe him as an outdoorsy guy who loves to work with his hands.
Very modest, selfless, hard worker. I mean, he's done a lot of projects in the area for various people.
On November 2nd, Shane was doing just that, working as a carpenter on a Mackenzie Bridge home. This is the job site where Shane Sprenger was working the day of his disappearance. His family says he left and returned here to his home around 10 a.m. He hasn't been seen since.
We don't know what happened to him after he went home at 10 o'clock.
It wasn't until November 5th that a friend reported Shane missing after finding his truck on the 4th. This remote area near Blue River Reservoir is where family and friends found Sprenger's truck 2 days after his disappearance.
The initial report to us was that he was thought to be at one of his favorite mushroom picking spots.
But family members who live out of state don't believe he was mushroom hunting the day of his disappearance and instead think he planned to go back to work.
He's a hard worker and he would never ever leave in the middle of a job to go mushroom hunting.
I stopped by Shane's home, the last place he was seen. Through a family friend, Shane's wife declined to speak with us, saying she's still mourning his disappearance. Investigators tracked cell phone activity, eyewitness accounts, and performed canine searches near where Shane's truck was found. But Speldridge says the terrain made searches difficult, and ultimately,
they didn't find where he was at or where he is at.
Now, after 3 months, the chances of finding Shane alive are dwindling.
If he's in the area in the woods, we would be looking more towards, finding a recovery type of operation.
Do investigators suspect foul play at all?
We have no evidence at this point to suggest that there's foul play. Certainly there's speculation in the community.
Shane's family shares that speculation.
Somebody knows something about where he is, and we just want them to come forward so that we can bring him home.
They're offering a $50,000 reward for information on his whereabouts.
First and foremost, to find him, to know where he is, what happened, then who's responsible, and he deserves justice and his family deserves answers.
Reporting in Blue River, I'm Olivia Young.
While the investigation is not closed, Speldridge says there's not much more that can be done until investigators get another lead. If you have any information about Shane's disappearance, you can call the Lane County Sheriff's Office at 541-682-4150. Reference case number 21-6268. There's also an anonymous tip line you can find at crimestoppersoforegon.com.